morning. Welcome to my channel, Fat to Keto. My friends call me Jelly. I've lost 181 pounds on a ketogenic journey. No, I didn't take my blood sugar this morning. I was going to, but yeah, no. I did get on the scale, and I'll tell you what it says, but I'm not going by it, really. I'm having my first collagen coffee of the morning. It's tasting weird to me, and this is pretty much why. So I spent from last night after I put my video together, I still had one part to do. I was going to do the blood test about how the salad raised or didn't raise my sugar, but I didn't do it. Why, you ask? Well, that was around 6, and until 2:30 this morning, I was throwing up. Literally, I was so miserable. I had horrible burps, and throw up came up with it. I swear, there's no way I processed my food the last 4 days. Like, where did it all come from? I literally threw up for hours on end. My shoulders hurt, my back hurts, everything's in severe pain. Okay, so before I started throwing up, I bloated like I was pregnant. I went to take a walk to try to calm my stomach down. I had coffee. It usually helps me calm my stomach down. Something warm. Only had a few sips because I started to get really a lot of pain and barely could breathe or talk. I got on the scale at that point, and the scale was reading 206. Okay, my scale goes up 2 to 3 pounds max a day. All right, we're talking 7+ pounds difference within a couple I'm of bloating and inflammation and craziness. So the reason I don't know I'm not excited or unexcited about today's weigh-in because I lost everything in that toilet. So I don't know if it's a real number. We'll know tomorrow if it's a real number. But holy crap. There's no way I digested any of my food for the last couple of days. So what does that mean? Well, I'll go ahead and tell you the number. The number is 198 even, completely even. So we'll see if that number sticks tomorrow or not. I had gotten down to the 196s, and then I've been having to take my ibuprofen again every single day around the clock, and my weight goes up every time I have to take it. It's not supposed to be a weight gainer, but it can make you hold fluids, especially if your kidneys don't function 100%. Mine's never, ever, even as a child, functioned at 100%. So I do have issues with water retention in my body. So, skipping that, I will not be doing page 4. I wanted to do page 4 so bad. I wanted to give it another try and see if it'd work. But what in my right mind made me think a miracle happened and I can eat vegetables? Did I really think a veggie fairy came one day while I was sleeping, sprinkled some dust on me, and like, you will be able to process vegetables and not throw it up or get the horrible bloat and pain, and you will be fine? What was I thinking, people? What was I thinking? The bell peppers and mushrooms I seem to tolerate if they're cooked. I cannot have them raw, but I'm not going to eat them at all after last night. No time soon anyways. I was worried about doing a full cup of spinach. I've done less than that each time, and I went a little over the full cup of spinach yesterday. I also added 1-inch cucumber. It was about this big to it. It's not the ranch because I eat that ranch all the time with wings. It might give me a tiny bit of heartburn, but it doesn't give me gas. It doesn't make me throw up. It doesn't cause pain. So it was the veggies' fault. And no, I'm not going to sit and try them one by one because I'm okay with the spinach usually for a couple of days, and then all of a sudden, bam, it's happened over and over again. I've gone through my notes, I've gone through all my stuff for the past 2 years, and the only time that I am not throwing up, I am not bloated, I am not crying, is when I am ketovore. So, we are not even going to do the experiment of page 4 for the month of February, because this girl is never getting sick like that again. Ever. It was so bad. So bad. So, that being said, what am I going to do? Well, I got a message yesterday on Facebook from one of y'all lovely ladies who I'm trying to get to do her own YouTube channel, suggesting that we all try the fat for your goal weight. So whatever your goal weight is, that's the amount of fat you eat. And you eat half of that in protein. And then you stick to your 20 carbs or less. So we're going to try it, which means I'm back to high-fat keto, like really high-fat. But you know what? The weight might not be going down on high-fat, but I felt amazing, and the inches was going down. I never had this nausea because guess what? I don't have to eat any vegetables if I don't want to, and I'm not going to. But y'all can eat vegetables if it fits in your macros. But this girl is staying clear of them. You will be seeing me eat lots of meats. You will be seeing me having my collagen coffee. It's why I'm not a carnivore. You will also see me eat eggs. Some carnivores don't, some do. You'll see me eat cheese. A lot of them don't eat cheese. You'll see me have my tablespoon of coconut flour, or maybe 2 tablespoons of coconut flour in a day, and that's not a carnivore thing either. It's why I'm ketovore. I mostly get my foods from fats and protein, and then carbs come from those items, like from eggs, when you eat multiple eggs, from my heavy whipping cream, from my cheese, from my spoonful of coconut flour. And that's when I feel amazing. That's when I feel good. That's when my skin is glowing and everything. I am starting to realize, even though I want that 50 pounds off, it'll come off sooner or later. And if it doesn't, I can at least go into the gym and build some muscle and turn it to not so flabby. So even if I'm still in the 160s the rest of my life, or 190s, I'll look better. Once you turn it to muscle anyways, the weight will start falling off. So I just don't want to feel sick. It's not worth it to me to eat vegetables. And also, I want to be honest. Yes, I went back last May when I was ketovore, and when I was page 4, I was only eating 50 grams of fat a day, and my weight was flying off, and I was never hungry. Everything seemed fine, but I was in the upper 200s. I did get a little higher everything. Like all my macros were higher at that time. So now my macros are lower and I'm just feeling like garbage. So yeah, I'm going to be eating really high fat. And last month I did eat some days at 150 fat. So it'll be all good. I can do it. Which means my protein will only be 74, and that part's what's high for me. I've always, like hard for me, not high. I've always done higher protein keto. Always. So that part's gonna be a little weird because I can't eat tons of ground beef. I can't eat tons of steaks. There is the thing I make in the oven, the prime ribeye, which I gotta go order one because I can eat that just fine and I can eat it for days and it doesn't bloat me, it doesn't make me sick, it doesn't give me heartburn, but certain cuts of meat I can't eat. So for me to get my protein and fat in, I'm gonna have to get stuff like that. Or my chicken breast with skin and butter or olive oil because I can't do chicken thighs anymore. They make me throw my guts up too. Sometimes I can get away with them on the grill, but not usually. But that's been my whole life. This isn't a keto thing. This isn't a new thing. I've never been able to eat dark meat. I've never been able to eat hamburger meat. I've never been able to eat any roast at all. Most pork will make me throw up unless it's ham or bacon. I can get away with ham and bacon all day long, but my body doesn't, like, the sodium sticks with me, even though I'm low sodium. So when I go to the doctor all the time, I have low sodium. But there is a difference between Himalayan salts and stuff like that and real, what is it called? Redsman. Hold on, I have a little sample. I think it's this one. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I can't even see it. Real salt. I think this one's a different company. Reelsman. Oh my gosh, it's the sun, people. Anyways, I'll show y'all. Maybe y'all can make out what it says. I can't make it out, and the glare's on. See, the glare is too bad. Anyways, these kind of salts and getting sodium from this kind of stuff versus the cheap crap they put on the crappy bacon out there and all the hams. They are using the worst things. Even if you get a nitrate-free one, they're still using the bad salt. They're not using the good salt. So it makes a difference. I can load my food with salt at home, and I'm good to go. With no water retention, I go eat a pack, not a whole pack, but like 5 pieces of real bacon, and I usually go up the next day. Bacon's not as big as the issue as ham. Ham is a huge issue for me, and I love ham. It's one of my favorite meats. Same with hot dogs and stuff. So the moral of the story is this girl can't eat veggies, so please don't yell at me when you see me not eat veggies. And you're going to see me eating meats with lots of fats. But like I said, I'm going to try these macros, which I should go ahead and change. But this is, can we see it? This is the ones I was going to go by. These numbers. This is what I'm changing it to. So, yeah. We're going to try this. We're going to give it a shot. Because I will never live through another night like last night. And this happened a lot in Hawaii. And in Hawaii, I ate a lot of salads and stuff, trying to get as close to keto as possible while there, because they sugar their meat. Like, it's insane how much sugar is on their meats. Like, you would not believe. Everything's got sugar. Everything's got rice, gravies. I ate at this one place. I forgot what he calls it. To me, it's just a lunch place with like a thing you go through and you pick out what you want. It's mostly Asian food, in my opinion. A Bot's lunch plate or something is what they call it. But oh my gosh, it's amazing food. But no matter how many times I tried to pick something that looked like it had no sugar, it all has sugar. So next time when I go to Hawaii, I'm not going to be so hard on myself, because I've gone there on keto 3 times now. I've been extremely hard on myself. I've let myself have a few cheats here or there. I'm walking 13,000+ steps a day every day. But I'm crazy hard on myself. I get so mad at myself when I ate a donut or when I ate the lunch and stuff. It's Hawaii. We have to learn that we can't get mad at ourselves. And no, actually there was no other options unless you're rich. Like the Outback, which would be an option. Holy crap. It's like $75 for one person to eat at an Outback in Hawaii. Like, the meals that would cost here like $30 for 2 people at the same restaurants there is close to $100. And no, we can't eat at home all the time because we ride buses and we are hours away from the house when we're out. No, we're not going to carry a bag full of food with us either, because you're walking all day. I don't want a backpack on me all day. It hurts. I carry my backpack purse, and by the time I get home, I have sunburn marks and it hurts. So the moral of my story today is, when you go on vacation, don't be so hard on yourself. Pick what you can, and if you can't, it's okay. When you get home, you can get right back on the wagon and get it all off. Because I missed out on enjoying myself because I was so worried about my diet the whole 3 times I've been there. So that was 3 months of my life in constant worry. Of course, when I was home, we did amazing cooking keto there. but because we used a charcoal grill and they make everything taste better. But we were out a lot, and I would pick salads, and it was a great keto choice. And then I would go home and throw up all night. And I thought it was just from being exhausted, overheated, because it was 105 in the house. Like, now I'm looking back, and I'm like, every time I eat salads, I end up throwing up at night. And it literally says it in my journal. Like, I just can't do it. And it's not the dressings, because I use the dressings on other items, and I don't get sick. It's not the cheese, because I normally eat about 1 to 2 ounces of that kind of cheese. That kind of cheese I have no issue with. If it was mozzarella or queso or something like that, then I would be like, it could have been the cheese. But it wasn't. It's a cheese I eat in my eggs or anywhere, and I'm just fine. So I'm going to stop rambling. I've been rambling to y'all for 16 minutes, and I have some errands I have to do and pick up the kids. Yes, I said kids, because my daughter's boyfriend's coming home with us. I got to take him to his house, let him walk his dog. Then he's coming here until 9 o'clock tonight, and I have to figure out what to do with them. It's pretty outside, so I'm thinking about throwing them outside. But knowing them, who only like TVs and video games, they won't want to go out there. But it's a pretty day. I wanted to stay home with all my windows open, but I totally got to go do this errand. So I'm going to shut up, and I will show you when I eat, which will be no time soon, because the sight of food is disgusting to me. It's about 12. Also, don't forget, if anyone watches Keto Diamond, Athena should be born today. Destiny is in the hospital. They induced her last night and then had to stop and let it go naturally. So she had a live chat earlier, and I noticed a lot of y'all were in there. But I was mostly in the shower and putting my makeup on during and responding when I could, and my phone kept responding things I wasn't saying. But so I am shutting up, and I will see y'all in just a little bit. I'm about to get out of here and go do those errands like I was talking about, and I think if it's not raining when I get home, I'm going to rearrange my porch. The kids have completely messed it up from the party on Halloween, and they never put it back together. And it was too cold for me to be using, and my daughter's dyed her boyfriend's hair not once but twice, and it got messed it up again. Even got dye on my rug, so she's dead. And the blankets I keep on my couch to make them all match, the beautiful ones, is completely sun damaged. So either I need to buy some dye and re-dye them in a bucket, or get some new ones. I actually think getting new ones is cheaper, because I think I paid $10 a piece for them. And that is so much cheaper than dye and the bucket and making a big giant mess. And then, yeah. So I need to shut up, get going, because I'm being lazy. I'm just so glad I'm not nauseous this morning, people. You just have no clue how happy I am that I feel normal after last night. I was for sure I was going to wake up and still feel sick. But I've learned my lesson. I can't do page 4, unfortunately, because a lot, like, there's 2 or 3 sections. I can't eat anything on it. So I might as well just do what I can and keep my keep my carbs below 20 total and just work from there. And if maybe I can't have cheese, which is fine. I don't eat that much cheese anyways. I will delete cheese. But I'm going to try this new macro. It'll be weird. I'm trying to decide if I want to do the 148 because that's what I want to be, or if I just want to start at 150 and go from there, and then I can lower it down in the future. I don't know. We'll figure that out today as the day goes on. Okay, I'm having 4 eggs, 1 1/4 tablespoon of coconut flour is in it, 1 tablespoon of heavy whipping cream, some salt, some monk fruit extract, some donut glaze extract. I guess the monk fruit wasn't extract, it's a sweetener. And lots of butter. So I'm starving, my only meal of the day. I'll snack on something later, and we'll talk about that later. Okay, so tomorrow I'll show you what it looks like during the day, but here's what it is at night. I have a little table. I still gotta get a tablecloth. Walmart didn't have one for spring. And then look, check out my trinket lights. This is my little paradise area.